Welcome to the RAF podcast, where we put a spotlight on road safety, promote healthy living, and share inspiring stories from the RAF's running community. Today, we're talking about how runners stay safe on the road, what it's really like to take on the Comrades Marathon, and what it takes to prepare for the ultimate race. Today, I'm going to be talking to the RAF's own Thabisa Matanzima and Richard Madabu. Welcome to the RAF podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's good to have you.
It's good to be here. Thanks for having us.
It is such a pleasure, and it's so exciting for me because I feel like this is going to inspire me and a lot of people out there. It's so nice to take a look at, our Ravzins' lives outside of the work that we do every day that is so important for the people of South Africa and the road safety community, and just to look at how you take care of yourselves and what your passions are. So the Comrades Marathon is coming up very soon, and I know that both of you are taking part on the race this year.
Yes.
So how are the preparations going, Richard?
So far so good. Actually, the preparations are made already. The groundwork is done. The only thing that we need to do is to relax and wait for the 8th and go with it.
And then go with it. And you, from what I hear, are the experienced runner of the two of you. How many years have you been?
This will be my 6th one. Anyway, I started late, but this will be my 6th one.
In a row?
Yes.
Hey, yes. You're very strong. And for you, Thabisa, the novice?
Yes, I'm a novice for the down run. I started last year, so this will be my second Comrades. So in terms of the preparations, so far so good. The worst has been done.
Okay.
We have been training all the previous months, and I think by now we are ready to tackle the race on the 8th. What we're doing now is just to polish and make sure that we don't introduce new things so that we don't get into injuries and all of that.
Okay.
We trying to be more safer and more prepared for the 8th of June.
Richard, what made you get into running?
For me, number one, it was just following into the footsteps of my late brother, who needed me to, anyway, be like him. So I am there each time I run the race and complete the marathon and the ultra one, like the Comrades. I feel like I'm getting closer and closer to him. So, but apart from that, obviously, the benefits of good health, the benefits of challenging yourself and going a little extra mile. So that motivates me to
keep
embark
going
on this journey. Yes, absolutely.
I mean, you are very brave to keep going, but I understand there's actually a higher motivation for you, it is to honor your brother.
Correct.
And sometimes when I'm there, because the RAF does sponsor at the Comrades Marathon, and we do have a water point, but when I see those runners passing at that water point, and I'm like, they are very brave souls, but I like the fact that there's also just something more that is pushing you when you are running this marathon. And for you, Thabisa, what is it that is making you come back for the second time? Because it seems like once you start, people just keep going back to torture themselves.
Yes, and I think we tend to like the torture because last year when I tackled the first Comrades, I was only about 20 months in running. So I was scared and also excited because I never thought that I'll be at the start line. But this year, I'm looking forward to the day, and with the preparation that I've been doing, I think, the 8th must just come because we are also a bit nervous.
Yes,
but it must just come. It must just come and go. So what made me to come again is just to experience both ways, because I did the up run. So now I'm going to tackle the down run. So at least after this, I will know that I have a complete Comrades.
And you're going to come back again next year. But what actually got you, because there's a funny story here, what got you into running in the first place?
I gained weight after my last born. So I was struggling to lose weight. So that's what made me start running. because I started to have health issues. So when I started running, everything just faded away. But now the desire to challenge myself was what was driving me to go from doing the 10 kilometers to the next and until Comrades. It was just a desire to challenge myself to see how far I can go in this journey. So that's what's driving me all the years.
So a little bird told me that actually Richard, coaxed you into signing up for the Comrades. How true is that?
You know what? Signing up for Comrades, I did it in my little corner. No one knew. So I had this secret in me that I really want to try the Comrades. Because looking backwards, at this time 2 years ago, I never thought I'll ever run a marathon. So signed up for a marathon. And then when I went for the marathon, that's when I did it within the time to proceed to the ultra. So, and then I went to ultra, said, no, let me go try the 2 Oceans because it's 14 kilometers more. Yeah. And then after 2 Oceans, said, no, I finished 2 Oceans, so let me rather try Comrades because it's another 30 kilometers. So I think this thing is addictive. Once you are in it, it's difficult to stop it.
Yeah, so, I can definitely imagine. So for this year, Richard, is this your 6th year or your 7th?
This will be my 6th.
Okay, so the 6th year of you running Comrades, you've done this up run, down run. Yes. What are you looking to achieve for this year's race?
I don't have any, specific targets apart from the fact that for the reason that I have done it under 9 hours, hopefully with the training that I've done, it's also going to give me similar results. But if I go an extra mile and shave some minutes, that would be, a bonus for me.
Okay. Yeah. So I think at this point you're doing it for the enjoyment of it and more than anything else.
Yeah, I can say so, yes.
Yeah, because there's certain medals that they aim for, things like that. So for you, it's just improving and being better than what you were last year or how you did last year.
Yes.
Okay.
And obviously, if I add on to that, possibly on the 10th one, you get your green number.
Yes, that's the thing I wanted to allude to.
It's an obsession with runners to go get a green number. After getting a green number, they say, no, we are done. But you see someone saying, no, I need a double. Yeah.
There's a double green.
Yes.
That's what, 20 years?
20 years.
No!
Yes,
have people actually accomplished that?
A lot of them, yes.
Wow.
If you start early, then you do get.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Thabisa, for your second race, what are you hoping to achieve?
To me, it's just to finish like I did last time.
Yeah.
Because last time, I thought I was going to run until the RAF water point and stop there. But when I get to the water point, I still had energy. So and then I went until I finished. So this year, my target is just to finish and maybe finish comfortable than last year, because last year was the up run. So with the down run, maybe
it will be
better than the previous one. And now I have more experience than I had last year. So just a comfortable time before cut off. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm not going to the green number.
It's still a long way.
We have a green number at home because one of the things that inspired me was my brother.
Okay.
Because he's a seasoned runner and he got his green number last year. So I used to go to the Comrades as a spectator to support my colleagues and also him. So that's when I also find myself on the other side of it, running instead of cheering other runners up.
Okay, brilliant. You guys look confident. You look ready. So I notice you're wearing the RAF tracksuits, right? So will you be running as part of your own club, or are you going to be running under the RAF banner this year?
No, we are part of the running club, the REF club.
The REF Club.
Ah,
So you are representing Team
We
Road
are
Accident
representing
Fund.
the team, yes, definitely, and we are proud of it.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
are going as a road accident fund all the way from
Yes.
from socks to
Yes.
to the vest.
And
All the
let
way.
me ask, you didn't always run for the RAF, right? So can you tell me just a little bit of how that happened, in terms of you now transitioning to be running under the RAF banner, and also what comes with that?
Yeah, I was running for another club, so I joined RAF, I think in 2018. So when I came in, and then I heard that there are a few runners who obviously participate in the Comrades. So we came together and sort of presented the view to the likes of EWS and say, okay, how about we form a club so that all guys can run under one, and then we share the same goals and all that. So that's how the club was formed. So a lot of people, there are some who are still running for other clubs, but we believe that they will come in looking at the benefits, obviously, that we get from the
Running under the
yeah,
RAF
yes,
banner.
Yeah.
And can you tell me, maybe Tabisa, what are some of those benefits for you, or, running under the RAF?
Running for RAF, I see value in it because I'm carrying the RAF in me as I'm running, and you have that thing that you are running for your organization.
Yes.
That has a passion for runners as well.
Yes.
That has a passion of road accident victims. So when you're running and then the spectators are throwing all these jokes about RAF, so it keeps you going, because
Yes.
I remember like in the Two Oceans, the people were asking funny stories that if I can claim today, like when will I get it? So you see, as people are trying to notice the road accident fund, and they can know where they should go when they are in the unfortunate situation to be in
an accident, in a road accident.
So to run for the crowd, it brings me pride because of the visibility.
And I think it's also an extension of, the fund's values, and they are beyond, what we do for claimants. It's also for our employees as well.
Yes.
We're showing that we care and we believe in excellence, and it is also showing in investing in people who have a passion such as running. I wanted to join the running club, but they're like, no. I thought they allowed beginners, like, no, we want people who are serious. We want people who've been doing this for a while, and we're like, why is Valela ngaphandle? But it's good to see that, it is an extension of the fund's values and the things that we do. So I'm very happy that you are proud to run under the RAF banner.
Yes. And last year I ran with another club's gear, but this year I'm coming back to Comrades with the RAF. So I'll have the before and after.
Awesome.
And we'll be there at the water point cheering you on all the way. For those who don't know, the Road Accident Fund is a road safety partner for the Comrades Marathon. So we'll be there at the Comrades Expo at the ICC, and obviously on race day we will be at the water point. So we're excited to see you guys. We're excited to support you guys. Team Road Accident Fund all the way.
We are very thankful
And
for
you
that,
know how exciting it is when you approach the water station.
Yes.
Like
And we're all
banners
screaming
and
your name.
everyone. And you want other runners to know that, you see, I belong here.
I belong. The Road Accident Fund is
Absolutely.
here. Yeah.
Yes.
So, like I said, we are a road safety partner, and what we're trying to do as the Road Accident Fund is to spread the message of road safety far and wide. Runner safety, cyclist safety, walker safety is so important. And we want to shed light and help protect you guys when you are running on the roads. And I know as part of your training and your daily exercise routines, you are running on the roads and it's busy early in the morning, it's dark. What are some of the dangers that you have faced on the roads? Something that may have happened where you felt like maybe a driver did not consider your safety. Are there any incidents that have happened in the past?
I think for me the biggest concern is still visibility. Where, for example, maybe this is due to the load shedding and the light, because early in the mornings, if there are no lights and you find someone who does not really care or is not looking at the object in front, seeing that that is a person and not just maybe a pole or any other thing. So we need to have that visibility. The lighting is poor. There is not much sidewalks in all areas that we need to run on. I think those are the concerns that we have. And right now, if you can look at it, even the traffic, there's a lot of cars on the road, and people are not really caring that this runner is someone's sister, someone's brother, a husband, a wife, and all that. Yeah, I think those are the concerns that we have. Visibility, we need to be visible, but that can be obviously resolved by putting on reflective kit and all that, bright colors. Then it will work. We need to just respect each other, give each other space. Motorists must just consider that, you know what, let me just slow down maybe for example, and then let the other guy go.
Do you think drivers are considerate of runners?
Maybe a 50-50. I can say, yeah, we still have a long way to go. In some cases, it's an issue of sharing of information, so that acknowledge runners. They are not robots. They are people like you. Yeah. So, but you still see somebody texting while they are running. So, those are the dangers of drivers not really respecting road safety.
And what has been the biggest challenge for you, Thabisa, if you're training on the road? And I'm asking this because, you're also a woman. And what I see on social media is a lot of young ladies coming out and saying, I'm never going to run on the road again. I get catcalled. A guy came up to me and said or did something inappropriate. So your challenges are a bit different from Richard. So what is it that you faced while training and running on the roads?
Okay, what I do, I run with a group. So I think that's what helps us as women, so that we can be safer, because to run alone there, it is not safe at any time of the day. Doesn't have to be dark, but any time of the road of the day is not safe at all when you are alone in the road. We run in groups, and in the groups is different types of runners. Some are fast runners, some are slow runners, and then we start at the same time. We know the time, we know the route, we share the route beforehand, so that you can familiarize yourself about the streets that you're gonna be running at. And also we try to choose the streets where there is lightning, as Richard had said, so that we minimize the risk of being the victims in the road. So what we do as a group. So for an example, if we're running in the street, then the first runners will go, and sometimes you'll find yourself left behind. So what they do when they are there, they come back. So that they can run
and you can keep
behind you. So we call that a fetching strategy. So that everyone can start and finish each street at the same time. So that's what we're doing for safety. And we also have challenges, even if we're running in the group, because there are reckless drivers there. And some are speeding, and some are distracted when they are driving. So when you cross the street, the other thing I've seen that it helps is to make an eye contact with the driver, to make sure that he can see you. Because even if they are in the stop sign, you don't know when he's gonna proceed, because maybe he's distracted. So you need to make an eye contact so that you can be sure, even if you have a right of way. So you always need to make sure that
double check.
If like you can see each other on the road.
Is there any like other gear other than maybe the reflective bib that you wear to be visible on the roads?
You make sure that you wear bright colors so that you can be visible from a distance. And a part of wearing that is not safe by just wearing the protective gear. You also need to make sure that on the road you always face oncoming traffic, so that the driver can also be able to see you from a distance. As long as you have the bright colors or the protective gear like headlamps, they are also important. That's what we also, so that the most important thing is the visibility. So that the motorists can also see you. You have to see them, and they also have to see you.
What are some of the do's and don'ts as a runner? Like things like having your phone, earphones. What are some of the do's and don'ts that you shouldn't do as a runner?
Okay, you must try to avoid the distractions. You must always be concentrating because there are reckless drivers there. We can't run away from that. So you need to play your part as a runner as well. Because if, for an example, you have the headphones and the music, you might not see a car that is coming because now you are carried over by the music that is playing.
Yes.
Yeah, so you need at any point be able to know your surroundings, and also you need to make sure that you know your surroundings at any point, because if you have all those distractions, then you are not concentrating.
And for you, Richard, what do you think motorists need to do to be more mindful of runners, cyclists, and people walking on the road?
I think the most important one is to give each other space. The motorists, as much as I can understand that maybe someone is in a hurry and all that, but when you see a runner, respect the runner. Like I said initially, that we are not robots, so they must either slow down, even if they need to hoot, or you see maybe someone who is distracted, like Theresa said, due to maybe the headphones, which in any way they are not allowed when you go into the official events. Do not hoot harshly. So I can understand that maybe someone is in a hurry, but let's just respect each other and then give runner space, slow down when necessary. And they must also avoid distractions like texting while they're driving and all that. And then a little bit to add on, obviously as runners, we ourselves, we need to also observe things like traffic lights. Do not, as much as you don't see a car is coming, but if it's red, you must just stop, and wait until it's green and then go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't just do your own thing.
No, don't just do your own thing. I can understand, people love to pace, but it's pointless to pace if you are in danger.
Yes.
Respect.
We don't want to process our claims.
No. Yes, we don't want, because actually the best method is prevention.
Yes.
We want to prevent these road accidents from happening. So as runners, you need to protect yourselves and be mindful, and so do our motorists as well. They need to be mindful and considerate of people running on the roads. That's 100% true.
Yeah. So I think it's a two-way.
Yes, it's a two-way thing.
Because both we need, as runners and also as motorists, we need to obey the road rules. I
want to go into how running has impacted your life. In what way? I remember at Tabitha, when we were in the other room, you had said, my body, I'm wearing clothes I was wearing when I joined RAF now. How has it impacted your self-esteem, your daily routine? How has it changed your life for you?
Running can transform your life. And I've seen from myself that I'm doing things differently. It helps you because now I have a healthy life balance. you start with running in the morning and then your day changes because you solve most of the problems as you're running. You have enough time to solve your problems. So in other meetings, I get to a meeting, I already had a bit of a direction because I thought of my day as I'm running in the morning. So it helps you, and also to bring that positive spirit with other colleagues, because you're not like you woke up and then came to work maybe with still thinking of the yesterday's problems. So when you get to the office, you have this energy, and so it helps a lot. It has transformed me in a better way. So because in running you also learn discipline.
Yes.
That's the other thing.
Oh, wow.
And you learn to set goals for yourself and execute them. So what you do in running, it helps in your whole life. It helps to run your family as well. It helps at work. So it's not only about running, it's about your whole life.
I've heard a lot of people who struggle with mental health issues say that it helps them. You know, people who maybe be struggling with depression and things like that. Has it impacted you positively in terms of your mindset as well?
Yes, because if you run in the morning, then you have enough time to think. So your brain is functioning. So the time you start the day, you have already put the thoughts in front. So it will also help you to improve then your mental well-being.
Okay.
And also because as a runner, you need to look after your diet. You need to look after your nutrition. So once you start with better nutrition, then it will definitely help you in the work environment as well.
And for you, Richard?
I feel like you said everything that I needed to say. So,
it's the same thing.
Yeah, same thing. But obviously, you know, you are able to manage your time properly. And the other thing, okay, the benefit that I see myself in terms of, you know, developing these good habits, healthy habits, you know, you save a lot in terms of cost avoidance, in terms of medical aid. You know, those who are not, you know, embarking on, you know, good health and all that, you know, they pay a lot. You know, now and then you'll be going to the clinic. Now and then you'll be not feeling great, and then you need to pay that. So, but if you embark on good eating habits, you know, you eat clean, you exercise mornings and all that, then less stress.
And in your off season, what do you do? What's your daily routine?
I think, you know, a runner's life. Some people say a runner's life is a boring life because now and then, as much as there are no specific events, no, you still see someone waking up in the morning, going to do your 5K, your 10K. The next thing is your 21. No, as like as if it's just normal, as if it's just something that one is looking for. This Soweto marathons and all that. Yeah. So it's running all the way. It's a lifestyle. It's chronic.
Yes.
So yeah.
So colleagues, would you say it's never too late? It doesn't matter what your fitness level is. Can anybody do this?
Absolutely. One of the things that I was telling a colleague who was saying, we feel like, you know, this is too much. We cannot do it. We said no. Remember, when we run Comrades, as much as we're saying we run, right? You walk, and you don't run from Durban to Maritzburg all the way. Somewhere you stop. Somewhere you make friends. Somewhere you chat. You enjoy yourselves. So it cannot be all the way, unless if you are a winner, maybe you can run all the way. But no, anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. It doesn't matter what challenges you are. Remember, there was some guy with a wheelchair back then who completed the full Comrades marathon. Imagine that. So how about us?
Yeah.
Anybody can do it.
And for you, Thabiso, because you said you never thought about running.
I think this resonates with me because except for my brother who also started running at a very late ages. I'm from a family that has never played sport. Even when I grew up, I never ran, even at school. And when I started working, then I would join the gym, thinking, you see the New Year resolutions.
Yes.
You think every January
Yes,
you
we all
will
have.
change your life because the following year you want to be looking like this. So I would always go and do this gym membership, and then I will go, and then around March you don't see me, and then
winter
I wish I
comes.
wouldn't have taken this gym member, because now my money is going, my money is
Yes.
getting fit at the gym. It's not me who's getting fit, it's the
Yeah,
money.
it's the money.
Because the money is going. So I used to be that person. And as I'm sitting here today, 2 years ago, I never thought that I'll ever run Comrades. At this time, 2 years ago, I was preparing to go and support Richard and other colleagues. I was to support my brother and to support my friends. I never thought that I would be in the start line. But then I had already started the running, doing the 10Ks, 21Ks. And then at the time I had registered for the marathon. Then I went for my marathon, and then everything led to another. And then I found myself running the Comrades marathon. And this year I'm about 2 years in this consistency, but I'm going for my second Comrades. So anyone can do it. It's just need that first step. If you can take that first step, and if you can complete the whole month doing the program, as Richard says, that he's you training for about 5 days a week and having maybe a break there and there. If you can do that for 1 month, I'm telling you, there is no turning back.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's what I'm wondering, you know, when you're somebody, and I think a lot of women struggle with this. We start, we stop, we start. I'm just wondering with you, when did it click? You know, finally, after all these years trying to go to gym and all these things, what do you think was that moment for you that made you feel like, actually, I'm going to keep doing this?
Is when you try to fit your clothes, and everything does not fit. Everything does not fit. There was a stage where I could not wear my jackets because they will come until here, and then I'll put it. You go to the shops, you go for shopping, and then you go to your size, because you still sticking to your old size, and then you go take all of these, you go fitting room, nothing fits, and you refuse to go to the bigger size, and then I'll just go. And then I told myself, no, meaning I'm not happy, I need to go back. So that's when I started. And running as a group also helped, because if you are doing it alone, running needs support. You need support of your family. You need people around. It's a community thing. So if you are doing it alone, it's easy to stop. But when you are in a group, because you motivate each other, there's one thing that we like to do. After a run, we take a group picture and we post. So you sit and say, oh, I didn't run today, I missed on the picture, because we like to post on social media. So, oh no, so tomorrow I must go. So those little
Keeps you
things,
motivated.
that motivation, so they help.
As RAF runners, what are some of the other initiatives that you are running for?
Okay, except for running for ourselves, we also support the charity houses. Last year when we were running, we were supporting the Childline and also the Community Chest. So those were the two charity houses that we supported as we ran. So you contribute to the charity houses so that they can be able to run their programs. So we are supporting them in a way by putting those kilometers on the road. And the more runners we have, meaning the more we are giving to the charity houses. And there's also a benefit on that for us as runners, especially the back runners like us, like me, because you get an opportunity to get to a front seating.
Okay.
Because Comrades is 12 hours, and it's 12 hours for everyone. Even if you are a fast runner, even if you are a slow runner.
Have the same 12 hours.
So for someone who is new in running like me, a newbie, and benefits a lot, because now you are in the For an example, my city was going to be H, the last batch. But because of that contribution to that child, to that charity house, then we were all moved to C seeding.
Okay.
So meaning you start running earlier.
Okay.
Because of the contribution to the charity houses. So it benefited us, especially the back runners.
Okay, so it benefits both you as the runner and the
also,
charity.
yes.
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
that's
And
wonderful.
they even give us this.
Okay.
Oh yes, and yeah.
Yeah.
they also
Which one is this?
Community chest.
Community chest.
Yes, that's what
Okay.
it was. Yeah.
Yes.
And the socks, just that we're not wearing them now, but even the socks.
Okay. So, you know, that's just from the organization to also thank you for representing them and
Yes.
giving back.
Yes.
Yes. And there were other charity houses for Two Oceans as well that we were running from. So we were running for. So it helps because you know you are contributing by tackling these races.
I think, I mean, it's part of what the Road Accident Fund stands for, you know.
Exactly.
So people shouldn't think that we just have a running club just for fun. There's always a purpose and a reason to why we do the things that we do, you know, as an organization. So that's
And the
amazing
bottom
to
line.
hear.
And the bottom line is we care.
We care.
SRF, I care.
Yes, I care. Yes, we really do care, and we live out each and every acronym in our I care values. So it's really wonderful to see. This is a CSR funded partnership with Comrades called the Race for Charity Drive, also known as Amabidi. It's great to see the good work that our CSR department is also doing and contributing to, you know, our runners and the Comrades Marathon as well. Just quickly, what would you like to say to people who want to start running? People who are beginners, like I said, people who don't have the experience, just a quick word of motivation. I'll start with you, Richard.
Yeah, for me, I would say anything is possible. That's one. But with regards to Comrades, obviously, you don't run Comrades to show off. You run Comrades to find out what you are made of as a person. Yeah, so everybody's welcome.
Okay, yes. And for you, Tabisa?
For me, I think it starts with a first step, that single step. Even if you are planning to run a 5 kilometer or the Comrades, it all begins with that first step. So, and one other thing is you need to celebrate the wins. If you walked or ran 1 kilometer a day, you need to celebrate it.
Yes.
And the only competition is yourself. So you need to compete with yourself. If you did 1 kilometer this week, try and do 1.5 next week so that you compete with your yesterday. So anyone can do it. It's just that first step.
I am definitely motivated. I mean, from our conversation, you know, while we were getting ready for today's show to now, I am so motivated and inspired by both your stories, and I am so grateful that you came to join us today. And thank you. And thank you. And all the best. I'll see you at the RAF water point. When you get there, you know, you're almost there. So I'll see you at this year's race, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
All right, that's it for today's episode of the RAF podcast. A huge thank you to our guests for sharing their knowledge and powerful stories. Remember, safety starts with you, whether you're running, driving, or walking. Learn more about your rights and the services the RAF provides by visiting www.raf.co.za. Follow, share, and please subscribe so you never miss an episode. Thank you very much.